Welcome to Let's Talk About It podcast, brought to you by Laha. An online platform where adolescent girls and women can access information about their health, safety, and well-being. Our content is based on scientific knowledge for educational purposes only. It is not intended to be a substitute for professional advice or treatment.
My name is Miriam, and today we're diving into a topic that's a big part of every girl's journey, getting your period. Periods, also called menstruation, come with big changes for a girl in terms of her body, her emotions, and in some cultures, how she is viewed in her family and community. How a girl feels about her period is often influenced by how others talk about it and respond when she gets it. As a mother who went through this experience, you may have a lot of different feelings about the memory of getting your period and what it meant for you and your life. You may remember how your mother, sisters, aunties talked about periods and how they responded when you first got yours. Maybe this was a good experience, or maybe it was not, or maybe no one talked to you about it and you were left to figure it out on your own. Whatever your experience was, you are here because you want your daughter to have a good experience. Having a conversation with your daughter about her period can help prepare her and shape how she feels about it. You have an important opportunity to lessen any shame or embarrassment your daughter may feel about getting her period. You can do this by using accurate but simple explanations, using a positive view, and staying open and curious about your daughter's questions. Your words and your tone will really matter. Doing all of this can help your daughter to feel more comfortable, confident, less worried and scared, and maybe even appreciate her period. How a girl feels about her period is also related to how she feels about her body overall, especially during puberty. So you are also helping your daughter longer term to have a positive relationship with her body. Now that we are all set, let's dive into a real conversation between a mom and her daughter. Listening to how they talk about periods can give you some ideas on how to approach this topic with your own daughter. Or, if you're the one with questions, it might help you understand things a little better. Let's start. Mom. Hey dear, can we have a little chat? There's something really important I want to talk to you about. Daughter. Sure, Mom. What's up? Mom. Have you heard of something called a period? Daughter. Yeah, I think so. Isn't that when girls bleed? Mom. Exactly. Getting your period is a normal part of growing up, and it's actually a sign that your body is healthy and working just as it should. It might sound a bit scary, but it's nothing to be afraid of. Want me to explain a bit more? Daughter. Yeah, I guess so. Why does it happen? Mom. Great question. So, your period is part of something called the menstrual cycle. It's how women's bodies naturally prepare for pregnancy. But that doesn't mean you're going to have a baby. It just means your body is capable of it. Daughter. Oh, I see. So what exactly happens? Mom. Well, inside your body, you have two important parts called ovaries and a uterus. Every month, your ovaries release an egg, which is one of the parts needed to make a baby. At the same time, your uterus starts to get thicker, kind of like making a cozy bed in case a baby is going to grow there. Daughter. But what if there's no baby? Mom. Good question. If there's no baby, your body doesn't need that extra padding in your uterus, so it releases it, and that comes out as blood through your vagina. That's what a period is. Just your body's way of staying balanced and healthy. Pretty amazing, right? Daughter. Yeah, it is, but what do I do when it happens? Mom, there are a lot of ways to manage the blood that comes out. There are things called pads, tampons, cups, and even special underwear. When the time comes, I'll show you how to use them, and you can decide what feels right for you. Daughter, okay, that sounds good. Mom, I know it's a lot to take in. Just remember, your period is a normal and healthy part of growing up. It means your body is working as it should. Do you have any other questions about it? Daughter, yeah, why doesn't everyone have a period? Like, my brother doesn't. Mom, another great question. Periods are part of female anatomy, so only people with certain body parts, like a uterus, get periods. That's why your brother doesn't have one. Daughter, got it. When will I get mine? Mom, some girls get their period as early as 9 or 10, and others might get it later, around 14 or 15. There's no right age. It's different for everyone. Daughter, how long does it last? Mom, it can vary. Some girls' periods just last a few days, while others might have it for a week. It might be shorter some months and longer in others as your body adjusts. Daughter, does it hurt? Mom, sometimes you might feel cramps or aches in your lower belly or back before or during your period. Some girls feel a little nauseous too. But if it ever gets too uncomfortable, you can always talk to me and we'll figure it out together. Daughter, how much blood comes out? Mom, every person's period is different. Some bleed more, some less. It might be lighter some months and heavier others, especially when you first start. You'll get to know your body, and if you ever feel worried, just let me know. Daughter, are there things I can't do when I have my period? Mom, generally, you can do most of the things you usually do. Sometimes you might feel a bit more tired or have some cramps, so you might not feel like doing everything. And depending on what you use to absorb the blood, like if you're using pads, you might not want to swim. But otherwise, your period shouldn't stop you from doing the things you love. Daughter, that's good to know. Mom, one last thing. Sometimes when we talk about periods, you may then also have more questions about pregnancy and how babies are made. And if you ever have questions about that or want to talk about it, don't hesitate to ask. We can talk about it whenever you're ready. Daughter, okay, thanks, Mom. This was really helpful. Mom, I'm glad we talked. Remember, I'm always here if you have any more questions, and no question you ask is stupid or silly or embarrassing. You're growing up, and that's something to celebrate. Remember, these kinds of conversations can feel overwhelming or scary for both you and your daughter. Try to approach them as an opportunity for connection and to deepen your relationship long term. It may feel uncomfortable for both of you, but by doing it, you are showing your daughter that you can sit with her in discomfort, that you are a source of important information for her, and that she can come to you when she has questions or concerns.
If you have more questions or would like to talk to someone, you can visit laha.org to connect with a service provider through the Find Services button or explore more topics using the search function.